Housing Update 2020, what you need to do to prepare for this market crash. The real estate market is definitely staying afloat right now, but the question is, how big is the leak in the boat? Well, I'm here to tell you, it's pretty flippin' big. What is keeping things afloat right now is the low supply due to forbearance. So forbearance is just part of the CARES Act that allows a homeowner or somebody who holds a mortgage to be able to negotiate with the lender and not go into default. So when forbearance runs out and when the renters have to pay rent, that is when the ship starts to sink. I have been through a downturn before, and the signs are all there. High unemployment, very high unemployment. High mortgage delinquencies, almost 9%, 4 million people. Millions and millions of renters who cannot pay rent and also cannot be evicted. And massive buying frenzy right now due to low inventory. Once the forbearance period ends, a tidal wave of property is going to hit the market. It's going to go to the banks, it's going to get listed, and the supply and the inventory is going to jump way up. And what's going to happen is that supply is going to drive prices down because it's going to be high supply, low demand. Right now, there's low supply, high demand. The correction is coming, and what you do to prepare for it is your decision to make. Mark my words, this will be the biggest real estate opportunity in your life, but only if you're prepared. Also, as a side note, I'm not going to go into politics. I don't really care who wins. Yes, there will be policy changes. Yes, there will be tax changes. Yes, there'll be social reform, et cetera, et cetera. But the bottom line is this. We're still going to have a lot of people lose their homes. We're still going to have lots of renters that can't afford to pay their rent. We're still going to have lots and lots of businesses that do not make it, as you can already see, many of which have filed for bankruptcy already. So how do you prepare? Number one, have cash ready. I've talked about this. I said cash is king. You want cash for when properties go back to banks or properties are in distress, that you can buy them without necessarily needing a loan. One great way to do this is through home equity line of credit. Not necessarily drawing on it, but just getting pre-approved. Number two, learn short sales. Properties will be short selling because banks will move inventory faster this time because they learned from 2008 that holding inventory is not in their best interest. You have to be educated in short sales to take full advantage of this. Banks do not want real estate on their balance sheets. Banks do not make loans to take properties back. So this will be a massive opportunity for you to be able to buy real estate directly from a bank and have the bank take the financial hit and all their shareholders as they reduce the price well below the loan that they originally made on that piece of real estate. You need to understand and learn how this works because you can do it just like I've done it and just like thousands of other people have done it before me. Hey guys, just jumping in here. If you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe and join my community because I am going to bring you more great real estate content. The third thing is you need to understand and go beyond your local market. This recession is going to hit some areas much harder than others, and your area may not be a place for deals. Make sure you study other markets and make sure that you will invest in places that will recover faster than others. One great example was when we went into the Las Vegas marketplace after the last correction. Now, I did this in 2008. I went into Las Vegas and I bought over 2,000 units in Las Vegas and did very, very, very well after the last recession. Right now, Las Vegas is 34% unemployment. 34%. I can tell you, I don't even have to look, that there's lots and lots of people that are having a tough time paying their mortgages and paying their rent when Las Vegas unemployment is 34%. Now, I'm not telling you to invest in Las Vegas. What I'm telling you is that some markets are going to fall quicker. Understanding beyond your own market will be very, very important. Lastly, the best advice I can give you is to pick a lane and be very, very good at it. Sometimes I see real estate investors looking at self-storage and office buildings and multi-unit and 8 units and duplexes and subdivisions and broken condo deals and custom homes and you name it. So just pick a lane and be an expert at it, and then go figure that out in each individual market. You'll have a faster velocity, your team won't be confused, and your investors will go with you from deal to deal to deal. So many times people want to do things like wholesaling and flipping. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. I understand it. This is the majority of real estate investors, at least they call themselves investors. I think if you're in and out, you're not necessarily an investor. Investors are long-term. Take advantage of 50% discounts, 40% discounts on real estate. Make them cash flow and hold them for the long term. Refinance, use bank financing to get your original equity back so that you're in the deal for zero or tax-free. That is the secret to wealth. That is the secret to financial freedom. That is exactly what you should be doing. It's hard to find good deals. The last thing you want to do is flip it to somebody else. So do a little research, make a decision, and become very knowledgeable in the decision that you make.